Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome back to Mind Over Magic and our school, All of the Gloomy Church. Now, we did achieve a lot in the first episode. The one thing I really did want to achieve, which we didn't get round to doing, was combat. So this episode we will be focusing a lot on combat because we do need some of the resources that's in the save for the school. So if we go down here, we've got fairly easy battles. We did get some students at the end of the last episode, so I want to check them out because maybe they have some trials. We've actually only got 2 students. I thought we got 3 in. Maybe we didn't set up the last one. I'm sure we have a wand for somebody. Yeah, we have a water wand. Let's quickly get Ophelia to do that. And let's just start the score moving along. So they're all having a little dance down here at the moment. We'll just switch it up to 2. And then when we get the new students in, I want to pause a second. And then I want to check for everybody's trials. Because if they have got combat trials, those are the people that we are going to be taking in. This school definitely looks a bit lopsided at the moment. We will try and fix that in this episode. We also do want to try and get a proper sleeping quarters. Maybe something up here. A 2-tier dorm up on this side over here. The way I want my rooms to be is the cooking area in the centre. The teachers' dorms, recreation, whatever, on the one side. And then the students on the other side. So at least that way they've got equal distance to get to the kitchen and dining room. Then and again, it will be a lot more efficient doing it that way. So if we can plan that from the start. We do have the classroom down here, but again, we could easily turn this into classroom. We could have a kitchen down the bottom here before the stairs. Just trying to think this over. Okay. We'll ignore that for a second. Let's have a look at our students first. So I think we did go over Aaron in the last episode, but let's just refresh ourselves. So he needed a trial, which was dance in a room with at least 6 students or staff. We now have that, but we do need a second enchanter phone, hence why we need to do combat, because we need the iron to make a second one. And then have them all dance at the same time, all on the same schedule. Then he should be able to get that trial done fairly easy. Next one, cast in a classroom 25 times with at least 6 staff or students present. I would probably have to get another 2 students in to be able to complete that. So again, on the beginning students, we're not going to probably get every single achievement and we'll have to cut some of them and just say, okay, we've done the best we can. Go on your way. Give us the Noshi shards for you being graduated and let us get some more students in. And every time we want to get a student, we want to try and push for gifted students as soon as we're able to care for them. So let's have a look what this one is. Go 4 days without craving. So again, he might get that one, he might not get that one. I'm not going to micromanage the conviction this early. The next one was Brian. Now he needs to cast in the classroom while full. Well, we've got him eating before they go in the classroom, so he's already 8 to 25, so he's going to get that one done fairly easy. Participate in a ritual while rested. We could do that in the morning. So the next time we want to push the fog back, we'll use Brian. That will count as his ritual. What's the other one? Clean 15 messes. Now, currently we've got our kitchen in the south of the school, in the under school, where if it does make messes, it doesn't get goblins. But I think we can still clear the messes. So we could put Brian. So let's have a look at the schedule, not the schedule, priorities. So, Brian, we want you to clean. Unfortunately, you don't have the water skill at the moment. You need water skill to be able to do that. So, let's go back into his sheet. Can he get water? Yes, he can get 1 water. So, we need him to train up a bit before he'd have a chance of doing the Neatkin. And Chanel, let's have a look at you. Your first trial, go 2 days in a row without ever craving recreation. Okay, that's a bit easier than Aaron's to do. There's a chance it will happen, there's a chance it won't. We'll do what we can. Destroy 3 objects is very easy. I can just micromanage, get those 3 done immediately. Defeat 2 enemy parties with recommended mage level 4 or higher. Well, again, that means you're going into combat. But again, we was going to send the water into combat because they are very, very good. So what our team for combat will probably be is Charlotte tanking, Ophelia doing the damage. I'll send Aaron in also because he's a fire mage. That means we'll do more damage. And then we'll send Water Chanel in because, again, the lightning people aren't that great. We only summoned a lightning because that was the only rod we had. So let's keep things moving along. So we want to get Chanel to destroy a couple of things. So let's just zoom in a little bit. Find some trees like this. So we've got Chanel selected. Okay, so you need to learn a fire skill. So Brian needs to learn a water, and Chanel needs to learn a fire before we can do them. We do want to get some windows in here. Gate out the dimly lit status. So let's just have a quick look at the lights. So I think it was F2, yep. So this is dimly lit, so it will spawn a void shroom, so it needs a third window. Which hopefully we've got enough to do. So let's complete this room first. And then we can put, say... actually, we would need more ice petals for that. So let's keep everything going. Let's find some ice petals. Let's put them on an harvest. I'm not going to put priorities on it because we have got quite a few things we wanted to be done. And there's a pile of harvest in down there as well. Well, actually, we'll put it onto a 4. Not on an ice priority, but I do want some sort of urgency with that. Now, we do want to do a ritual, so that's the next thing we want to look at. We want to be able to do a superior. So currently we need a lot more wood, so that's our top priority at the moment. We need to get wood before they get taken by these. So if we set up that to a 5 and set it up to chop, and do the same with that as well. Hopefully whoever's not busy down here will come out and chop the trees. Now I'm not certain what your problem is. He was out of mana. That was that little symbol above his head. So again, we are paying attention. We're waiting for water skill with Brian, which we've got now. So we can set up that task for Brian. So Brian wanted to clean. So we want to put you on a clean. And we want everybody else. So the easiest way to do this is to select clean. Select everybody as not doing it. And then only select Brian as a 2 priority. So he's going to clean any messes. We do need to set up some meals before we start getting messes. We also going to micromanage Chanel, so the other one's fine. And then we just got to remember to change that. So the next thing, we want to get some better meals for people. So at the moment, I'm only eating just the gutberries. So the best meals, unfortunately, these meals here, like -10, -10. So bitter gruel, what does that need? It needs bitter rice, and we didn't do the bitter rice plot, so that'll be the next one. So let's set that at the top and say do until we have 5. Then we want to do, say, gutberry soup, and again set it up to do until we have 5. I mean, we've got 6 people, so let's set it up to 6. So whenever they come to meal time, I'm always going to eat it. The priorities I've set up is if there's enough to do a bitter gruel, you'll do it first because it's the better meal, and if you haven't, then you'll set up to do the gutberry soup. Now, we could do the carcass soup, but I don't think we've got a lot of carcasses. We've not really been killing the rats at the moment. We don't want to do a priority down there, but we do want to do a priority on Ophelia. So we want you to have a little bit of a priority on cooking, which we've already set you up. So let's keep things moving along. So the next thing we want to be doing is... Oh, actually, we do have bitter rice plots. We did get them in, we just haven't harvested them yet. So if we set them up as a 4... Selecting all of them, that's fine. We set them up as a 4. So if these are ready, which they are at the moment, 100% growing, we could actually just send Elizabeth and just say, go and harvest it. We could probably set the students up to do that. So they've got beast care up top, but we've got no beast care at the moment. And then we want you Now, as far as I understand, this works out left to right priority. So if I've got a 2-star here and a 2-star here, or an up 2, then I'm always going to do the beast care before they'll come over and do the tend. As far as I understand. So that's fine, because we've got no beast care, I'd rather you priorities. Actually, we'll put Brian down to a standard, because we want him to prioritise cooking first. And just while we've got Elizabeth, plant, we want you to harvest that as well. So that way, if we go to our grill bot and we look at our cooking, now they've already started making, and they've got messes, which means Brian will come down and do because he's got the water skill now. Void shrooms appeared, so let's go and get that one dealt with. And it's in the classroom, so that's not good. As soon as we get into combat, we can start putting more mana lanterns around. Currently, they all have to go to the centre. So we need to see, have we got them trees? So let's set this up first. Put it on an high priority, and then we want to see, have we got enough to do the superior? Not yet. So we're still missing more wood. So I need to set up some more trees on an emergency priority. Chop. Because we are going to lose some of this soon. I don't want to set everything up as a 5 because, again, nothing will get done then. If everything's a priority, then nothing's a priority. That's the way I see it. And I am going to get... Who's the chopper? Who's classroom? Who's doing the classroom? That is Charlotte. We'll just get Elizabeth to come over here. And we want to chop this tree. I need to get that pushed back because we've only got 3 days and we're going to start losing some of these items. And Ophelia, we'll select you and tell you to come and chop this tree. I do have to be careful I'm not interrupting their meal times. We will get these 2 beds made today and then we can get rid of the cots. And like I said, we do want to separate the teachers from the students. We have still got our mage room there we are still working on. So we need more wood for the bookshelves as well. Did you finish doing that tree? You did. So while you're... Just come over and get this done. Oh, you was already on it. Great. Do we have enough to push it back now? We do. So let's pause it a second just so it doesn't come in on us. So who was the person that needed a ritual? I think it was Brian. Yeah, ritual or rested. So are you currently rested? So we can get to status and convictions. Not quite. So we're going to send Brian to bed. So select Brian and say, go and have a sleep. Keep the game running. And we just need him to get the rested status before we do that ritual. So again, currently he's alert. And again, they are craving recreation at the moment because we do need another enchanter phone as soon as possible. So let's get this ritual, get the push back a little further. The advanced ritual we can be able to do will push it back a lot more than like 1 or 2 days the other one was doing. So now we've got bitter gruel, bitter rice, and gut brew soups. That's fine. So the fog's just moved in on us. And we want him to go about halfway into the bar at the moment. I think it is going into sleep cycles anyway for everybody. Yeah, there's other people sleeping already. So you're currently rested. And I think I am going to do that ritual right now. So we want Brian, who can go as a student. And again, this is giving us a 30 repel, where if we look at the basic one, it's only going to give us 10 each person. So for that one there, we get 30. And for the advanced one, we get 30, 60, 90. But you have to put a student in here, and the other 2 can be any teacher. So we will put Frederick, and we'll put Ophelia. So So instead of pushing it back 30, we're going to push it back 90. So we'll have a lot more time, and it will uncover. So it's telling you here what you might uncover. So we'll have a new type of tree, a Bristol cone tree, gutberry vines, honey drops, ice flower, mandrakes I don't think we've come across yet, sun shadow trees, and wormweeds. So we've not got too many new items, but once we can start pushing it back further and further, I think 30 days is the max, but I'm not 100% certain on that. This should push it back to, what, about 6 days, I'm thinking, maybe 7. And then after this, they can go back to bed. I just need to get this pushed back. We can't be having everything so close to us all the time. And it does uncover the blue crystal the further you go down. So it took us up to 6 days, as I thought it might have been. So we have got a spectral rift. So we do need to go into combat. Now, we know somebody's got a combat trial. I think it was Chanel. So we need Chanel and Aaron to go into this fight. And it's going to keep popping out stuff unless we do the fight. So I am going to have to do this battle now. Now, luckily, at the start of the game, and this is a very low, eventually you will have 4 enemies you're facing. So we want Charlotte to be... So we'll set up the people we need first. So we need the tank up front. Charlotte, we'll have you tanking on the same row as these. The next one I want to do is Chanel. And again, this will get them some experience. I can't remember if Chanel needs to be on the same line, because certain units need to be on the same line as the enemy. Then we was going to put Aaron in. And then we want to put Ophelia in. So we'll do that as our beginning battle. It should be fairly easy. 2 level 5s, 2 level 2s against 2 level 6s. So this is our first experience of combat. Let's keep things rolling along. And I'm pretty certain it does pause the outer score while you're in the battle. It goes into a turn-based screen. Again, I love turn-based battles, so this is right up my street. So, fire 1's immediately. We could use a fireball 2. This is on Ophelia the teacher. And it's going to give 45 damage. These have only got 110. Now, the do have... You can go over here. Earth will take double damage. And lightning takes half damage. And you do get chest smashes a lot. So let's put fireball on you. And we got a crit, so immediately we did double damage. Now, our earthen armor person is very slow, so that's not great at us at the moment. So the enemies are going before us. That's not what you want. You always want your tank to have an high amount of speed. So that's what we'll be looking for when we get students in. So he's going to tank up now for 2 turns, I think it was. Torrent is only 13 damage. It's only the base skill at the moment. So unfortunately, it's not going to kill this one. Going to do a 29. We've got 1 gone already. And next round, we'll have the second one gone. Now, earthen armor, or I could just do a smash for 60. If it crits, it dies, which it did. And everybody's got 50 experience, and this one's got ectoplasm and smoke pools. Now, unfortunately, we don't have healing beds at the moment. That's the next thing we want to be doing. Now we're going into combat. We want to get a medic's ward set up. So again, them all a little low on. I think it should heal up in a normal bed. We'll have a look at that in the morning. But they're all sleeping now. Keep the game rolling. And Brian's still cooking. Why are you cooking? Now you can set these so only people... Yeah, access. So instead of all staff, we only want the fire people to do this. So we only want Ophelia to do it. Elizabeth could do it as well. So we've got the fire person who's going to get the bonus. But Elizabeth's doing a lot, so we'll set this up for Ophelia only. And this is what I meant to do up here, the last episode on this Arcane Secretary. Access. Instead of all staff, we only want Frederick to be doing it. And we only want Elizabeth to be doing it. Let's keep everything rolling. There is something down here I want Elizabeth to go, otherwise it's going to drain all the mana out of people. So let's come down here and harvest this. So let's have a look. Have you healing anything? Not 100% certain. So in that case, we want to build. So let's have a look what new we got. We got some braziers, which is... We could actually put braziers up here if we ever wanted to, because they don't have a negative luxury on, and this room needs to be pristine, so it can't have any negative luxury items. Now, we did get shadow smoke reeds. I think we've got gutberries and bitter rice. So we haven't got the smoke reeds, so we need to get some viscera. So that means we need to put some rats onto a slaughter. So let's put them up to a 4 and on an hunt. So somebody will get them done in the morning. That will get us some viscera. And we'll just set the ones over here as well. We'll set these to a 4 and just set them on an hunt. Now, the one that's going to be doing the hunting is Ophelia. Let's just make sure we've got that set up as a priority. Ophelia, we want you to have a slightly higher hunt than everything else. And with the destroy, we'll probably end up manually doing. And somebody's just got a level up. Very nice. So, medical condition is just telling us that we need a medical beds, which we're just about to go on to. Aaron completed the dancing with friends. So, if we go onto your skill made sheet now, your first task has already been complete. Dance in a room with 6. Okay, so there must have been people standing in the room. I didn't think we was going to achieve that one. How are the other ones going? I don't think we've got these yet. Yeah, because we can't do that. Let's have a look at everybody else's. Okay. So Brian is a bit of an overachiever. Already max level. We want to get all the skills up before we ever get rid of him. So he's still getting his lightning up. He's still getting his earth up. And he's still getting his air up. But he's done 2 of his trials already. So he's completed his rested. That was the ritual one we did with the pushback. Full learner bonus was just teaching in the classroom. So he's got that one. And he's already got 3 of 15 messes done, which is fantastic. So we've got that set up right. Charlotte, what was yours doing? So you haven't got any of that done yet. We can easily just micromanage you to get some items destroyed at some point today. And defeat 2 enemies level 4. So just keep things moving along. I'm just looking at the elves. No, they haven't healed anything. So that's the next thing we need to do. So let's slow it down slightly. Let's see what we need to push this back again the next time. So we need wormweed pods at the moment. So until we go down one day, we don't want to be doing wormweed pods this early in the game. We want it to be gutberries. Okay, so let's have a look at the building. So furniture, we got a medical bed. So again, we did ask him to go and do ice petals. That's what we need. So one thing I didn't do is when we push the fog back, is check the crystals. Now we've only got murky. So murky ones are the ones that give pearls. They're not really worth going for. It's the foggy ones I want to go for. Or the crystals that give the rugs are the other ones. I forgot what the name of those ones are. But the foggy one gives a lot of food stuff. Talking of food, we haven't set up priorities for people. So we want people not to be eating basic gutberries. The Wolf King can eat the crowers and the dire, that's fine. And we'll set up everything else. So they are going to be going for the soups instead of the individual ones. The gutberry ones are just not good. I don't know if there's a way of us seeing how bad they are. No, I don't think we can do it in here. But yeah, the gutberries, I think it is like negative 15 conviction. So they're not good. So having proper meals, which we've set up now. So it is telling us we're out of something. So which one are we out of? Okay, we're out of the bitter grill, but you've done the gutberry soups. That's fine. So we need to send somebody to go and do these. So in that case, I'm going to put it up to a 5 harvest. Because I want them ice petals to start doing some medical beds. Okay, the teachers are teaching. We could just drop a medical bed in here for the moment. And people will use it as a normal bed if I remember right. So in that case, if we move you to there, somebody will come along. Let's get Elizabeth to quickly go and do that. Shrink bed for move. What have we just got? Oh, okay, we finished the research. That's what paused us. Let's keep it going. Oh, we've run out of research. It's telling us, okay. So let's set some more research. So I did say we really want to be doing all the basic stuff first. Just this side of the line, but we can do these now. We can't do the tier 3s because you require a lightning 4, and at the moment our best lightning mage is only 3, unless we can get some relics. We might be able to do that. Yeah, it says there must be researched in a mage's tower or a mage's hermitage. This time we've managed to get all that done. So yeah, we'll put basic relics as our main one. Add the supports on. Fully stocked. What's that going to give? Okay, pantry. That is a cupboard where you can store food in. One of those will be nice. Candelabras is another better luxury item. I think I want that above the storage. What's down here? Mana lanterns. Very nice. Alchemy station. We'll put the alchemy station after the support, I think. Because again, making potions for battles is going to be really important. And we'll just add all these on. Just to the bottom, so they've got something to research. And then we'll start moving on to the tier 2 researches after we've done all the tier 1s. We don't need all the tier 1s, but it's how I like to do it. So yeah, plenty of research up there now, so everybody can go back to your research. Now I want to see, can we build them medical beds now? So we have got another new item, which is the large windows now. That's fine. So furniture should have the medical beds in. No, we still haven't got the ice petals. So why haven't we got the ice petals? In that case, Elizabeth, come out here and harvest this. I'm just trying to stack a couple up. So we need 6 minimum, and I want to build 2 medical beds. So we've got 3 there. We'll just get you to micromanage whatever I need as an important one. How are these doing? So they are 100% immediate task for Elizabeth. So she's going to go and do that next. That's fine. Get us some ice flowers first. And we do want to stock up on wood again. So we should be able to build 1 now. Well, can we get the second? No, we need another 5. So I might just get you to micromanage another 2. We could just get Ophelia on. Actually, Ophelia's probably cooking. So yeah, let's just come and get you to harvest a couple of these. And I'm stacking a couple up with the shift clicking. It seems to work as well in this game. So the next thing we want to do is concentrate on some more rooms. So nobody's really coming to do these. It's all Elizabeth that's doing all that. Harvesting can only be done by a teacher. So we'll put you, Charlotte. You're doing a lot of teaching. You're doing... So we'll put you up as a 1. So you would have... Actually, no, not 1s. We'll put you up as a 1. Actually, you don't really like doing this. So yeah, as you see with the yellow ones, they get a little bonus for it. And orange means they really like doing it. And we've got our chest down here. So again, 2 of 10 in a lot of these. So we're pretty good. We could put a chest over here for the food. But again, we are going to be moving that kitchen up. So what do I want to do next? I want to have a look at the rooms. See what we got for the students. So the last time we went straight up, so it's not classrooms, it's going to be recreation rooms, I think it comes under. So we went straight up to an house commons last time. So what do we need for that? Because we've got random skills, it's telling us the house commons have to be on the ground floor this time. That's not good. But we do have a nice big room where the beds are at the moment. We can easily turn that in. 5 plain beds, fancy beds or canopy beds. I think we've got plain beds at the moment. And we've got more than 5 in there. We'd have to add 2 dining tables. And then we'd just bring the enchanter phones across. And then add some luxury. So we could actually get that. But it also needs to be towered. Must not be adjacent to walls or rooms to the left, right or above. Okay, that's going to be really tricky to do in this one. So instead of doing that, we might just do a common one. Towered, again, left, right or above. So we could put that on the left-hand side of the school and put a door next to it. So we could easily get that done. We would need enough room to do 4 beds, 2 dining tables and 2 recreation items in there. But there's nothing stopping the teachers from using that recreation room. So yeah, we'll build that up on the left-hand side of the school. Just keeps the morale up. I mean, the other thing I would be wanting to look for is like a conservatory. So again, another towered one. So we've got a lot of towered ones this time. And staff lounge. 10 conviction to staff, 100% alchemy rate. So that's very nice. We could put the alchemy item in here as well. 1 or more periodical kiosk. I've never come across that one, so I'm not certain what it is. A liberation fountain. I've never seen that one. And it needs 30 luxury split between impressive and scholarly. So that's going to be a little tough to do. So I think the one I want to be concentrating on is private and towered. Because it needs to be private, it needs to have 1 door in. So it's got to be coming this side. So let's just keep everything moving at the moment. We'll just leave it on 1 just while I'm doing some building. And we want to copy what we did here. We want to go out. But I need to make sure it's not going to stop these lights, because if it is, then I need to go up 1 more room and then do it above it. Would it be best to go and do that immediately? So what is this? I think that was 10, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it's 10. I do really want a floor on this side out here, so we'll stick to the plan. We will need more wood soon because I need that for my next ritual. So it's telling me I can go that far out and it's not allowing me to go anything else. So let's go that far and see how it affects the plants. If it's only affecting the gutberries and not the bitter eyes, then I'm okay with it. Now we did manage to get this out a lot farther, so I'm not certain what's the difference. Ah, I'm out of stone. That's why it is. So in that case, the classroom's going on. I want to wait for the classroom to finish, because when the classroom finishes, they will have an eat and recreation break, and then after that, it's a shame there isn't a time somewhere on the game, or if there is, I haven't seen it. So we want the classroom to finish. When the classroom finishes, let them eat and recreate, and then after that, we'll go into some combat in this night cycle. But I do want them to learn as much skills as they can. Now, the star on it means I'm fully trained. So, technically, we need to create a new schedule. Okay, I've managed to set it up. So, what I've done is set it up as a skill cap reached. And it's telling me Charlotte isn't a member of the fully trained group because she's not fully trained. That's what I'm after. And then on the schedule, we just want to copy a standard staff schedule. So we want you to be sleeping for the first 4 hours, doing 2 hours of recreation. We will separate the teachers away, and this one we don't want you to be, we just want you to be doing tasks all day. We want your recreation to be on at the same time, which is just before the 18. We want you to eat at the same time. This is way so if you've got trials, they do get completed, and we want you to be sleeping there. And then if we have set that up correctly, which I think I have now, the only one in the classroom now should be Chanel. which is Chanel's there. Is a teacher going to come and teach her? Okay, yeah. We don't really wanted Elizabeth doing the teaching. Now we've got another void shroom appeared. Again, it can be a little cumbersome to sort of set up the traits the first time, but afterwards the groups, you do sort of get the hang of it. It's just been a while. So we do need somebody to build that medical bed, because I think we've still got a lot of people that need medical rest. So on this case, I think Charlotte, let's just get you to do it. Assemble the medical bed. The only thing with having all the chests down the bottom here is they are going to have to get down there every time they drop an item. Hence why we want Elizabeth to do that as the priority. So they're all doing the recreating now, and Charlotte's decided to rest. So you'll get your health back, because we want to do more combat, but we can't do that without the bed. Let's see if we can copy that bed and make the second one yet. And in that case, Elizabeth, you fine. Ophelia, we'll get you to assemble the medical bed. And we've told them to do medical rest as a priority, so anybody that needs it, as you've seen, they're just going to go into the bed. As soon as they're finished, they'll get up, and then the next person will come in. Having the two beds just makes this a lot simpler, and we will have an hospital ward as soon as we can. And because there's void shrooms that can appear in this room still, we don't really want to be taking Frederick off. So where you're doing research, so you're on the support research at the moment, and you've nearly finished it. So does that mean we've got new building items? We do. We have the attunement bench, but we have no relics at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about building that right this second. We do want to pay attention to the pushback. Still wormweed pods, so we'll wait for that to pass before we do any trees and stuff. We'll set up a couple on 4s, and if somebody's got nothing to do, they'll go and do them. Let's set a couple on this side as well. Just that one there is fine. Or and onto a chop. We are going to need rats for the sinew, so let's just put a couple of those just on a normal hunt. I'm not going to put priority on that. And same over here. Just put it on an hunt. Now something's just happened. An ice stink has arrived. It's gutberry season. Gutberry vines spawn at a much higher rate than normal in the gardens next to the school. Mages with air 1 start battle with air waxes, and mages with lightning 1 start battle with lightning wanes. So that basically means lightning's less good, a bit better, but again, I don't use air and lightning in combat, so it doesn't really affect me. Extra gutberries around is never a bad thing. And we'll just harvest the gutberries we've got over that side as well. But we do have some planters over here. So the next thing I want to check is how is the sunlight. So as you see, it requires sun. It's now shaded because of that. So that means that's got to go. Let's keep the game running while I'm taking it away. Let's take away the 3 and see what... oh, they're still shaded. Yep, so we need to take the other one away as well. Like I said, I'm pretty certain it's 12 tiles. So look at these now. Okay, it's still light because I think we're in the night cycle. That's why it's down as low as it is. But it was definitely affecting it. So in this case, we will build a wall. We have got new construction, so we've got the arch supports now. But we've got no stones to build walls. So we do need to get into that combat. I think a lot of people have healed themselves up, so I'm okay to go into this battle. We'll keep the same team, because Chanel still needs to get that trial done, but I think these are too low level for her to get the trial, so we need to bump through some of these lower battles. So we've not come across a Belcher before. I can't remember the skill set of everybody, but again, you can have a look underneath, so you'll see the dark there, double damage from dark attacks. I do like darks in fighter. Nature takes double damage as well, we can do against them. and lightning takes off. Oh, sorry, air takes half damage. Or is that double as well? Oh, no, that's double. So basically, these are really weak to dark, nature, and air. So let's start the battle. We did get the 2 beds made, so some of them should have healed up. There might be a couple of people. That's not full health, but they should be good enough. And again, we do need to get a tank with a bit more speed than this one, or we need to get a relic on Charlotte, just for the moment. Okay, so 45, that's going to take half this health. If it crits, it will kill it outright. And it managed to crit, so brilliant. One's down already. Now this time we are faster than these, so we can get an earthen armor up, but it's only going to protect against 2 attacks as 3 enemies, so it's already gone. So we could do this move, but it's going to take a lot of HP. But again, you have a lot of HP. It's going to cost 15. Ah, no, it's a removal skill, so it's no good. So we'll just go with an attack. Fireball, you can go on to this side. I'm tempted. We'll just take out the unit. Again, you did crit, so I should have really gone with that one there. But never mind. Flow. Another 30 damage. Again, the combat is fairly simple. And now we've got the earthen armor up for 2 turns. We're going to block both those attacks. And this time I am going to send the 45 to this side in case it crit. That's 3 crits in the row. You don't normally get that many crits. And we beat a nice battle. We've got a nice amount of stone. We've got some extra iron, so we might be able to do the second enchantophone. And we've got access to the left side and the right side. And now these are level 3 battles. And again, you can see the rewards. You can get 50 stone from there. We do need stone and we need iron. And both of them drop iron. So we could go either left or right after this. Just make sure the game's running. Yeah, it's still running. So now I want to build this wall up, because we know if we go out here, it's going to cover the plants, which I don't want. So while everybody's sleeping. And we want to go up to what we've been doing, 10. Might be a little higher for than what we need. But that's good. And then we want to extend the spiral stairs. Up to there. We do need to get a lightning rod down before I forget about it. So that will be outdoor. No. Exterior. So what do I need for that? We need smoke sticks and iron. So that's probably more important than getting another enchantophone. I need smoke sticks again. We had this issue in the last one, which is here. And now let's go up Breeze. Smoke sticks at the back. So there's 3 of them on this side. And let's find out where the others are. Actually, before we move off this side, put them on a 5, because again, as soon as a lightning storm comes, we will take a lot of damage unless we get that lightning rod in. And there's the smoke reed there. There's the last 2. So we'll harvest and put them on a 5 as well. Let's check the ritual. Have we got out of the gutwoods? So yeah, all we need now is some wood, and we can do a superior. This is where I like to keep it around the 5 days. As soon as it gets 5 days, I like to push it back. So we've got some good trees here. I know I've just put a 5 on the other one, but we'll put a 5, not on all them. I don't want to get rid of the low trees. So we just put the 2 on there. That will give us enough to do the ritual. It's always important you have enough to do your rituals. Oh no. Have I really done that? I think I need to move this across 1. Because it looks like they can't get off the stairs. Because you have to get off that side. That's a little annoying. I thought it might have been the case, but I was just trying to get as much out the way as possible. So we need to build those stairs again. And we need to make sure it's 1 away from the edge. Elizabeth, come and get rid of this. I think that's stopping me from extending the stairs all the way up. And we want that to go all the way up to the top. So that's fine, they'll build it and then they can get back up to the lightning room, because at the moment they can't do research. So, being as though Frederick can't do the research, let's come and get you to build that window. And then that way the void shrooms will stop spawning in this room. And again, we will probably end up turning that to the commons room this time. We can get the research to the platforms out here. I do want to get that sooner than later. And then you can extend your ground floor out. That's normally where I'll build like a greenhouse on this side. I didn't get to that point in the last series, but that's what I do like to do, is I've seen quite a few screenshots and they do look nice having the greenhouses down there. And again, you could have your greenhouse 12i, have some stairs running down the back, and have multi-tier. It hasn't just got to be level floors all the way across. You can do multi-tiers with some back stairs. And they do look quite nice. I will try and incorporate some of that in this run. And now they can get up and down the stairs. That's what I want. They can still get to the enchanter phone. Can we? No, because I need to build the lightning rod first, don't I? So where are we doing with iron? We've only got the 10, so we do need to... Oh, we've got some ectoplasm now as well. That's a new material. I think we would need to go into combat again. So which side do I want to be doing? Do I want to do the spine? 50 stone over this side. That one's got 35 stone. And this has got a bunch of ice petals and viscera. So I think this one will do. Furry Might, Lantern Keeper, level 6s and level 3s. Yeah, I'm happy to just go and start this straight away. We still need that wood. So Elizabeth, come and chop this. So by the time we come out of battle, we're close to doing the pushback. So Furry Might, I can't remember if that's the one with the area attack or the one that attacks a couple of times. But again, there are 150, this has got 270, so it's a lot harder to take them down. They don't have any weaknesses or any strength, so we're just going to be doing standard damage, but we've got a chance of still critting. Oh no, it's aim fire. Oh, it's down this side here. So yeah, weakness to fire, so fire's just going to destroy these, and we've got 2 fire people. And they take double damage from water as well, so we've got the perfect team for this. And that wasn't to crit that 90 damage, that was just a normal hit. We do need to get our earthen armour up. Ophelia's looking a bit low on health, because we took a lot of her damage then. 23. You're going to do double damage, and the fireball's going to take one of them out. And we'll do you over there. And we killed it in one because we got a crit and double damage. Fantastic. And let's just have a look what the Lantern Keeper. Double damage with dark. Double damage with earth. Lightning, they have a bonus skill, and they have a boosted power because they've used the skill on themselves. So yeah, let's use flow and just kill it as quick as we can. I think I want to get an earthen armour up just as protection. Even though he could do double damage, I think the protection is more important because there's some people very low health. Please crit. That's very nice. Down to 88. We can take it out next round. Now, you do see here we are running out of mana on some of these skills. So you do have to rest on longer battles. And you should be able to do double damage against this, so it should kill it. And then we'll check on Chanel's trials. So yep, we've got a nice amount of resources there. That's going to allow me to do even more. And also, while you're clearing out items, you do get stuff down here. We'll just put it up as a priority 5 so somebody comes and moves that. We have a warding lantern there, so we do need to set up a priority on warding. And because Elizabeth can get down here fairly fast, I think I'm going to put you as a warding top priority. Can students do warding? Oh, yeah, they can. So in that case, we'll just get the students doing the warding. And we will set it up on any new initiates coming in. I'm automatically going to have warding setters 1. What else is in here? There's a Gnosis Fane. That's another way of getting Gnosis shards, which you need to get the gifted mages. So I do really want that to be mined fairly quick. So Charlotte, I'm not going to set a priority, because if you tell Charlotte to do this and force them to do it, I think it stops them from doing their needs. So we'll just put it onto a mine. We'll keep it as a 3. You just do it whenever you do it. Let's go up and deal with these void shrooms. Elizabeth, come and get rid of these so everybody's not getting drained. And now we have this window. Is this enough? No, it would need a 4th window or some sort of light in here for it not to spawn void shrooms. I think this room was about 60% lit before we got that option. We might be able to just put an extra window in here. If we move you to the edge, move you to the edge, and then move you across, we can get a 4th window in here. And let's just get somebody to come and deal with those. Nice and easy to move. And then we'll build a copy. Yeah, that's good enough. Not going to set a priority. Actually, we will. Who's doing nothing? So I'm just looking at the elves at the moment. So Ophelia should be... Yeah, Ophelia is sleeping. Because again, if you see there, because I'm in pain, I'm going to get a misfire chance. That's a chance of your spell's not working. So you want to try and go into battle when people's fully healed. And because these beds haven't been done for a long time, let's get Charlotte to assemble that, and let's get Elizabeth to assemble this. Just so we can sleep on better beds. And then we can destroy these cots, and then we've got some room down here to do something with. Let's have a look at our meals. So we've got 5 bitter gruels and 4... So we're doing pretty good on meals. We do need to get a table down as our next priority, I think. And then I want to check in on these. If we've got all the traits done that I think we can do, then we can get rid of them and get some more students in. So what I might do is on this one shaper down here, is set up all the ones and tell them to do it until we've got 1 in. So we've got water, dark, nature and earth. So we haven't got an earth one on the list. And again, earth one I do want to get in because I do want to get a better tank in. And again, do until... Always make sure we've got 1 available. So which one am I missing? We're missing a fire. So let's get the fire after the dark. And again, we've got to make sure we change it to do until we have 1. Not certain why that says 0, 0. We do want to have a chest by this here as well, and tell them to put all the 1s in there so we can easily see when the 1s are made, and then take the 1s out of everything else. I think I'm still missing 1. Yeah, we haven't got lightning on there. So again, do until... And currently I don't think we've got any staffs because we can go into here, summon student. and it will tell you what you've got. And at the moment we've got none, but we haven't got a priority on that. We could turn it up to, say, a 4 if we want to. So somebody will do it at some point. And I think I will put that chest in. We should have enough smoke sticks. So what else have we got access to? We've got access to the Arcane Secretary. We've already got that one. The Alchemy Station was the new one. We need a lot more iron for that. But the iron we're saving for the lightning. Gruel pot we've done, so everything under there we've got. What new furniture do we have access to? We have access to a mana lantern, but we haven't got crystals yet. And we've got access to an achievement bench, but we've got no relics yet. So I'm not going to do that right this second. Go to storage. Do a proper chest. We'll put it... I hate where this key is. Okay, that's fine. Let's get Elizabeth to come and assemble this chest. Just because she can move through the walls and floors faster to get the items. Okay, next thing we're looking for is... It has gone down now. So what did we need? We needed 9 gutberries, 75 wood. We can do a pushback. Doesn't really matter who we push into here. They're all max level, the students are. Actually, Chanel's only level 2. Yep, we'll use you 3. So I think if we have a look at our schedule... Yeah, everybody's on the fully trained, so nobody's actually doing any teaching at the moment. And if there's no teaching to do, they'll just go to normal tasks as teachers will. Let's just put a couple of those on harvest and put some phoenix kisses, because we will be needing those pretty soon. So again, not setting a priority, I'm just making sure there's enough jobs for everybody to do. And now the fog's been pushed back. Let's just pause it, because now we've got new crystal types. So have a look over here. Mandrakes are new. So it would be nice. Just set these onto a 4, just so we've got some in storage. Those are very good, so I am going to set them up as a 5, because we can make better meals with the honey drops. Probably need to get the research for the recipe, but we'll have a check on that in a second. So let's have a look at these new crystals. So we have the smoky ones. These are the ones that can have the rugs. This will become a top priority for somebody. Who's the one I want to send out here? Probably Ophelia. Actually, no, I think you get the bonus on these. So I don't want to lose that rug. So if this comes in, I don't want to lose it. So that's why I want to do it as a priority. Let's just keep things rolling in the background. We've got a load of murkies. That's just the smoke pills. But we've also got the Dismal. And Dismal is another smoke pill, so again, it's not one I need to worry about doing. But yeah, nice to get some rugs. That's great for getting us the luxury in rooms. Now, we could get a floor across there. We might just get a roof. I want to start planning up the private room up here we need to do. Actually, we might... Don't think I can get it behind the stairs, can I? So what I'm trying to do is think, can I get... No, I don't think it... Oh, actually it can. So I might be able to do that. So what I need to do, in a theory, is find out where the cut point is so that we don't affect the plants. So that's what I want to do at the moment. So if we go to wall... I think it was about 12. And you'd have to have your floor on 13. So we'd have to have the floor on the second one across. We'll try that. If it doesn't work, we'll take it down. So we want to build a floor. Let's go one more. We'll build the floor. Actually, we don't need to go out that far. Just 4's enough just to do a test. And then what we want to do is we want to build a door, but you need wood. So we need to get some people on some trees. And I think I did set up all the trees. That's fine. There's a load of trees on full over there. And yeah, where that is there... No, that's in the wrong place. Yeah, it's easier if you've got your door on first and then you can judge where your stairs are. Let's just cancel... Oh no, don't want to cancel that. Let's just pause it. Cancel disintegration. So we would have to get the door in before I can do what I want to. So we need 10 wood. I might just send one person to go and do it as a priority. Another void shroom appeared. We'll just put that onto a 5. There is a few 5s, so I will set up Elizabeth to go and do it immediately. So we've got some of this stuff over here, these new items on a 5, just so we get access to them. So we have got access to honey drops now and honey drop seeds. And they will come and do the mandrakes. I think the mandrakes take... Oh, actually, you would need nature, but I think most people would have nature. Did we get that crystal? We did. So we've got a rug somewhere in one of the chests. But eventually what you will do is where you make your wands, you will have your chest. So again, let's sort this out. So we want to clear everything. And the only thing we want in this chest here is going to be wands. So can I find them, is it? Yep, wands. We'll select all the wands. So them right by the building. And then what we've got to do is select the back one. And in this chest we want to go clear the wands. Copy settings. And then we've got to try and select everything and paste the settings so it removes the wand. I think I've got them all. But we'll see if it works. Because this chest should soon be full up with wands. If it is, then it has worked. Now what we could do is put the alchemy station over here. And also select that chest to have all potions as well. Now I'm all having a little dance. Oh, actually we want to do that lightning rod, don't we? Can we do it yet? Have we got enough iron, or have we got to go into combat again? We still haven't got enough wood for the door. So that's troubling. Elizabeth, just come and chop this tree. The reason I use Elizabeth a lot is they don't have the need, so I know if I force them to do a job, they haven't got to worry about eating them, so again, they're not going to miss a food cycle. We're up to 30 Gnosis shards now, which is very nice. What's a gifted student take? It takes 45, so we get in there slowly. And then we can do the same on this side here. Is build a chest. We've got enough smoke sticks. We'll put the chest here. Doesn't block up the way. I think he was coming to assemble it anyway, but I just want to get it built. And then in this, we're going to store all the food, all the completed meals. So when people come down the stairs, again, we could have this close here, but I just want it close to the cooking. What are you doing? I'm not so certain what... oh, idle, you've got nothing to do. We can fix that. Let's just have a look at the schedule. So what are our priorities? So did we get that cleaning trial done? If we do, we can just put everybody on the cleaning. So let's have a look at the trials. So you haven't still got... Oh, actually, we need higher level parties to... We need higher level enemies to do that one, I think. Destroy 3 objects we still haven't done. We'll get that done on this day. So I think it was Brian then. Yeah, clear. So you still need 2 messes, so we'll just keep you as the priority mess. You're nearly complete and we can send you on your way pretty soon. think I'm just going to do the destroy and probably send you on your way. Because you haven't done the not the craving one. And again, we might just send Aaron on the way as well and get some new students in. So, have we got any of those wands done yet? There's one dark wand. So we could get a dark student in. So, learning. Oh, that's a learning. We need a ritual one, don't we, for the... To get rid of the students. Yeah, because that's only for summoning. And that's only the codex. So yeah, we'd need to build a ritual if we want to get rid of anybody. So let's get that sorted. I think this was the thing we forgot in the last one. We did get an occult rug. So basic luxury +6 and creepy +2. That's not bad. I would rather have had a rug with scholarly luxury on, because that's the one I'm being asked to do a lot at the moment. And like I said, finding stuff sometimes isn't the best in there. Ritual sigil. So I need phoenix flowers. I did say we'd be needing them very soon. So there's a load of phoenix flowers here. And that's coming a little closer, but when it gets down to 5 days again, that's when I want to do another pushback. And I do want them on a 5. Now we do come across... Okay, these are not growing. I was just wondering why I'm standing there. Surely we've got... And again, that's why I want to get rid of the students. Because if they're just standing around doing nothing, they're no use to us. We could have got rid of them beds, but being as though they're already sleeping, we'll do it in the morning. And we want to destroy that. So, Chanel, you want to destroy stuff, don't you? And we're going to get rid of you pretty soon anyway. That's why I'm micromanaging it now. Let's just see if that counted. Yeah, destroy 3 objects. And we'll just find something else to destroy. Probably this gut here. So if we're getting rid of you, it doesn't matter if your conviction takes a little bit of a hit at the moment. But we get your trial done. That's more important, because that will get us more shards when we send you back. Learn about advanced controls, fully trained. And again, we've already set that up on the schedule, so we're in front of the... Vivified runs a little worse in battle. That's not good. Bane of the Vivified. May only cast spells that deals no direct damage. Now, I can't remember. Yeah, Charlotte's a Vivified. So you could do your shield, but you can't do anything else. I think that's the only one we've got at the moment. Ah, Aaron can't cast anymore, so Aaron's no good in battle. And Chanel's a Vivified as well, so Chanel's no good in battle. We're about to get rid of Aaron and Chanel anyway. Hopefully we don't get a new set of Vivified coming in. So yeah, we've completed that. You haven't even got a day on the other 2. So I'm happy with you going as soon as we can get this ritual done. So we do have enough for the ritual sigil. Let's just see if we can do it in the open without being in a room. I can't remember. Now, them all up in the morning. Oh, actually, you're already on it. I was just about to send you to do it. Do want to get that window done so we don't get void shrimps in this room. So, Elizabeth, let's just come and get you to assemble this. Just so Frederick can take his arcane secretary back. Now, soon we will start getting some beasts. We are doing the research at the moment. It's somewhere down here for the midden jelly, and that's what the students will end up doing when they've got nothing to do like now. And after you've done that, I think I'll get you to come and harvest these, just so we got some more phoenix flowers. Also clears a bit of room out in case we want to build anything down here. We can't build anything across the floor at the moment. And I've queued you to do those. Frederick is back onto his research, so that's great. Let's see if we can get rid of the students. So we want to graduate, and we want to graduate Charlotte, because you've done as much as we can. Manifest is level 6 relics, so this is where we start getting relics in. And we need one person to officiate it. So let's put... yeah, Philia can come down. And again, we can get rid of 4, so we might as well get rid of Aaron at the same time. I think this is new, because I don't think you could do this before. I could be wrong. So we're going to get a level 6 relic off Charlotte and a level 6 off of Aaron. And then we'll need to summon somebody else in. The less students you got, the cheaper it was to summon. And because I'm doing up the top, Frederick, no, actually, I don't want to use you. Charlotte. We'll get you to summon the dark person in. So I'm already replacing the students we're getting rid of. And then when we get that student in, we do want to do a superior pushback. It's still in the wormweed. We need to get down to 5 days before I push it back. Eventually we'll have more wormweeds than you need, and then you can start pushing back with that. But I'm happy with that at the moment. We have got some trees nice and close here, and full. So we'll put you on a chopping 4. Elizabeth, just come and get this window sorted, just so we can take the void shrooms out of this room. Or stop them from spawning, shall I say. Okay, you're cleaning up the mess. Have you done your mess yet? So let's just pause it a second. We've got a new person, so let's go and check on their trials. So what do you need, David? Land a killing blow 3 times in a battle, level 2 and higher. That's actually a lot easier to do, and you're really good at combat. The problem with the combat is you do take health damage with the darks, and he is only a D in health. Defeat 3 parties with recommended mages 2 or higher. So again, those both are combat. That's quite easy to do. And participate in 2 rituals. So all we've got to do is when we push the fog back on the following day, we'll have David doing it. So those nice, easy trials. I'm happy with that. And what was the next one we'd want in? We will be getting rid of Brian pretty soon. I'm just having a look at your trials, Brian. Oh, actually, you've completed across the board, so you can go as well. So we should get a big relic out of you, or more Noshi shards. I can't remember what it is. So in that case, yeah, I should have put you in the same lot if I'd have realised. We could hire you as a staff, but I want to wait until we start getting higher tier students before we start doing... And we will replace the staff members as soon as I can. So yeah, Brian, you'll get a level 8 relic. That's good. So the next thing I want to build, because now we're getting relics, we need an attunement bench. So we need more wood. We did just set up a tree. So Elizabeth down here. And chop this tree. That should allow Frederick to get his machine back. Eventually I will want a staircase coming up this side. But the problem is this room needs to be private, so it can only have one door on it. But there's ways to circumvent that. You could put stairs up here, all the way up to the top, and then have them going straight to the top. So there is ways around it. Now, we haven't got a lot of wood, so I want to get the pushback done the next day. I want to get Elizabeth just to chop a couple of trees. Because then that will allow me to build. Okay, we've got new items. So what have we got? We've got a spindle. Oh, okay, so quilted helpers. I like automated little helpers. Really good. So I do want to get one of those. So we need a lot more stone and iron for that. Storage, we've got the pantry. That is good. So the chest I built over here, I might actually move now. And where do I want to move that to? Let's move that up. Actually, I don't want to put it up. We'll put it in here for the moment. And in this chest here... Yeah, let's get Elizabeth to sort that out. Spectral Rift has appeared. So we need to be doing some combat. Unfortunately, I will have to take Frederick into battle because we've just got rid of our other people we was using. And David does... Actually, that's for potions. We haven't started doing it with the alchemy yet. Now, David does want to do kill blows, so I need to remember that. So what are these having weakness to? So double damage to nature, half damage to air. Again, we're not using air, so that's good. Let's go and do this battle. Because if you don't get rid of the spectral rifts, they will start spawning more and more things out, which can destroy stuff, make messes. Have we paused yet? Let's take it off pause. And everybody's going to get the mana before battle because I've got it set up. Get mana before battle. It's don't start battle without mana. We've got mandrake roots now. We've got mandrake seeds so we can start planting them ourselves. And we got a dark wand. Don't know why that paused. Oh, a void shroom had appeared. Ah, okay. So we've got a little bit of a problem here. Because we've got them not to start the battle until they get mana. What's happening is getting up to the stairs. He's getting zapped by here. He takes his mana, so then he's going to go and refill again. So again, you have to be careful you don't get that loop stuck because they can stop doing the needs in that situation. So they won't eat, they won't recreate. So just be a little careful with that one. So what we want to do is really weak some... Okay, that's weak enough. And then we'll have the dark person take that person out. So what do you have? Because we haven't used the lightning one, so we'll look at the skills. So you do bolt, which is 38 damage. Actually, that's quite reasonable damage. You must have an eye stat in attack or something. You can recharge. So as I said, you run out of mana in longer fights. He can recharge your mana without you having to take a cycle out. And inspiration grants an ally 30 speed and guarantees a critical on the next attack. So in this case, I'm just going to get you to weaken this one. Because we're leaving this one for David. Now, David only has Tentacle Swamp, but again, you can see he does 93 damage. And because he wants to do 2 killing blows, I'm going to let him do them both on this fight. If you don't want to attack, you can just say pass. And we'll put a recharge onto David, because just in case he hasn't got enough mana, but he's got plenty. And again, it is taking 17 health off him every time he attacks, but he's doing nearly 100 damage. His health goes down because he's only got 84. So having a relic on him, which will increase his HP, is very useful. But immediately he's got 2 kills in here. He's got some skills in his dark because he's been using that. And he's got some experience. We've got a few little bits, but again, we did that more because we needed to clear up the stuff. So now we've done the trials for cleaning. I need to remember I took everybody off clean. So we want to set everybody onto a standard one. And Charlotte loves cleaning there because it says they love it. So if they love it, let's just put them up 1. So you can do the alchemy, you can do the cleaning because you love doing it. Students. David can't do it. He can do warding, which we've already got him on because we set up the priority down here. And he can already all... Beast care. I think I'll put your ward above your all in. And a tuning. We'll probably manually do that. Now, talking of a tuning, we have got relics. So we've got a menu down here. We've got currently 3 relics. So we've got 1 that increases the dark skill cap. That'll be a very good one to give to David, won't it? So now he can get up to 4, so he can get access to higher spells. We'll have a look at that one in a minute. We've got 1 for air cap. Again, still worth equipping on somebody, but it tells you here who can attune to it. So at the moment, we don't have anybody who can attune to that, so we can't do anything with that. We could just break it down. Mages cast wands 1.5 times faster. And we've got a few options. So if we're going to give David that enshrouded relic, we'll probably give Frederick. Okay, so let's go into Frederick. Actually, no, Frederick's the one that's doing the research, so I don't want Frederick. It's Ophelia. So Ophelia, we will put you... Open your mage sheet, and we want you to attune to that one. Now, we don't have an attuning bench. That's the next thing I'm going to be dealing with. And the next one we want is David. And we want you to attune to the one in the middle. We want you to do the one with the dark skill cap, which is a really good one because it can get up to level 6, which means, okay, we'll only give one mage skill still, but you won't get the mage skill until you get up to level 5 on it. But yeah, I think some of the ones can give higher skill caps, but I'm not certain on there. 10%, 15% chance to do 4 extra dark damage per cast. Very useful on a dark mage. And we'll select that for attuning. So once we've got an attunement bench, both those will do it. Want to have a look at your skills, because currently you're dark 3. So you could have access up to miasma, but now we're going to give you a +1 on the dark when you level it up. You now can get tentacle sweep level 2. So tentacle sweep level 1 takes 20% of your maximum HP, and it does a total damage of 93. This will go up as soon as your dark skill cap goes up as well. Tentacle sweep 2 we can do, does 133 damage. Really powerful dark mages, I do love them. After fire mages, I do prefer fire mages over it. We do want to make sure that gets put away, because if it starts raining up here, they can get destroyed. Let's keep everything rolling. All having a little dance. We do need to get... Being as though we just give... Or we're going to be giving Ophelia a wand. We do want Ophelia to really be doing this. So we could set it as a 5 and say only Ophelia does this. Just so we can get some wands built, so we can get some more students in. But again, we're not telling you to do it directly, so you're going to eat and do all your recreation or whatever else you need to do. First... And Frederick's gone up there. Has Ophelia come over here? So what's it saying? We might be out of wood saying that. One crafting. Yeah, we've got no wood and stone for that one. I'm going to take the water one off and put it back on because it does look a little bugged, that does. Let's put the water up after the fire. And do until... That's better. It's actually got 0-1 now. We probably need loads of wood to be able to do anything on here. Oh, actually, I set up an Earth 2 wand. It was supposed to have been an Earth 1. Well, if we can do our Earth 2, that's actually good because we can raise the cap. But let's just stick with the level 1 ones at the moment. And I do want that one to be at the top. Okay, it's been a little funny about scrolling up, so let's do it this way. And then change it to do until we have 1. At the very bottom, an Earth 1, 2. So what does it need? Potion of recharging. We need the alchemy station before we can do that. But again, we'll set it up ready just so we don't forget about it. So we've always got 1 of every wand here. Now, I don't think we've got the wood and stuff to do that, so we do need to set up some trees. And I want to move them to a 5 just so they get done. Because on a 4, them just not getting done. We'll move you. Okay, David needs rituals. Does he need them while rested is the next thing. Let's have a look at his skills. So, he's got 2 kills already, so he's nearly finished that trial. And he just needs 1 more party. So in the next party, if we get him doing to kill, we can get both those, and we'll do 2 quick rituals. And he won't take long to be trained up. Now, everybody is sleeping, so I'm just letting the game run along a bit. You can put it up to 3. I just like running it to 2. It's a lot easier to micromanage people. You're doing the research up there. Is there anything else I would want you to do? Probably chop trees, because I know we do need wood, because we've currently only got 63. And there is a lot of things that needs wood in my building. Now, we could go and put the door up here. We have got some new items, so let's have a look what these are. So we've got peaceful chairs, scholarly chairs, so another luxury items. That's good. We can do an attunement bench now, so we need to get that done. We'll just put it up here. Actually, we'll put it down the bottom. We'll put that there. This bed is not being used, so we can disintegrate that. And let's set that bed up to disintegrate as well. But again, somebody will do it once nobody's using the bed. Because we've got loads of good better beds up here. And we do need to get the windows still sorted in here. So let's build a copy. And we know we needed 4 in here, so we probably need 4. Actually, we'll just do the 3. And if we need to, we can just move the positioning of the windows around. Let's see what that gives the light into this room. And we still got to get round to dining tables. I keep forgetting about them. So, Elizabeth, are you doing the trees? You are. So let's finish that tree off before I get you to come and do the achievement bench. And I want that one built next. Then we're having a little dance around. Hopefully with the wood we've got now, we should be able to do it. Oh, actually smoke sticks is what's stopping a lot of these. So they can do some of these down here. They've got the sinews, they've got the wormweed pods, they've got... That one just needs plain wood. This needs potions. Ah, these are lightning tier 2s. So we've actually got 3 recipes for tier 2, so we'll add them onto the bottom of the list. Lightning, do until we have 1. And we'll have an air wand on the bottom as well. We will use tier 2s if I need to raise somebody's skill up. We could put a tier 2 wand, sorry, a lightning wand on Frederick, so we can research better items. And you'll automatically go in there. We've set that up correctly now. And your wand should immediately go into here. Ah, you went out of mana. Vivified performs worse in battle, so that only affecting Charlotte at the moment. Let's try and get one more battle done. Being as though we're starting to move this way, let's continue it. So this is a level 3 battle. And let's try and get David his skill done. So it's the same fight as we did last time. We know these took a lot of fire damage. We've only got the 1 fire person in now, unfortunately. And we have only got the 4 people, so that's going to stop everything from being done at the moment while they all come down for battle. Except for Elizabeth, I'm going to go and do something. So we've got an earth wand already ready, so we can get some students in the next episode. Okay, so let's start off with a fireball. I would really love it. Oh, actually, it's doing double damage, so it's 96. A crit would be lovely here. Okay, not quite a crit, but that's fine. We can do 38 damage with bolt. That's nice. And 93 with tentacle, so I am gonna... Actually, no, I've got to use that. So it's a bit of a waste, unfortunately. It's all down to the range of what people can move. So now we'll put the earthen armor up, so you will tank all the damage. And that's an instant kill. Brilliant. Tentacle Swamp's going to be a lot better on you. And now you're down to 2. That's a nice, easy one. And unfortunately, you can't do any attacks on because you perform worst in battle. So you can only do passive or non-offensive skills. And we do want David to get the kill blow on this one, really. So let's pass with the fireball. Pass with the lightning. And David, get the battle. So that should get 2 of your trials complete. And we've got a bunch of iron. So we can actually start setting up the lightning rods, which are going to be essential. I'm pretty certain by this point in the last series, we'd already had lightning strikes. So I think they have changed something there. We've got the midden jelly now. Doesn't take much to do. And for the moment, I am just going to put it down here. They do make quite a bit of mess. So again, we could put it into here. Put it up the back there. Now, the messes they make is useful for some trials if you've got to do a cleaning trial. But that's fine. We've got a luxury item as well, so we've got incense burners now, which give basic luxury +3. So we wanted 2 things to be built. We want the door to be built. Unfortunately, it's only selecting the front for the door. Okay. In that case, let's try and build the stairs then. Just trying to get the right level. Looks a bit better than it was before. I think it automatically creates a door. We'll have a look at that one. Ah, the one thing we didn't pay attention to. Ah, it's shaded. So, again, let's stop that. We need to make sure that we're not shading the stuff below it. So, all these have got to go. And we need it. Just go 1 floor up higher. Okay, we need to wait for them to go. Elizabeth, come up and clear these out, please. Now, it is telling me rain's incoming. Let's go up to there. Let's see if that works. Okay, the fog's laughing at us. Let's come out of that menu. They'll build that. And then we'll see if it's not shaded, then we'll put the stairs down. Again, I want to build multi-tiers. Just want to keep everybody going. We've got the attunement bench down there, so we can select David to go and attune his item. And they are resting in the beds, the people that need the elf back. David's gone and found his attunement. I think they did speed up this because it used to take a lot longer. I think I saw something in the patch notes saying it's going to be a lot faster to attune now. And yeah, your elf's really down. We can't go in combat with your elf at 31, being as though all your spells take your HP away from you. Yeah, I've just heard the lightning. Unfortunately, we're going to have a lot of repairing to do. So in that case, go to repair and set everybody as slightly above average repairs. And we'll put you up onto 2 on that one because you like doing it. Hopefully it's just rain. But I've got a bad feeling it's not. And again, we can do the odd windows. So the bigger windows give more lighting. So if you look at the small ones, 125 light. The big ones 150. And the large ones are 200. So we've got options. And we wanted exterior lightning rod. Which apparently we can't do because we haven't still got the smoke sticks. And we've only got 4 of them. We need to set up... where's he gone? So let's find him. So there's 2 of them. Set it up to a 5. And again, they probably aren't ready yet. And that's making me think the other 2 are on the other side. Yep, there's the other 2. Set them up to harvest and set it up to a 5. Yeah, he does have his misfire chance because of his elf damage, and he's up to 50% attuned now. So he's slightly getting there. So let's have a look. Did you manage to do all your trials except for the pushback? You still need to defeat another party. So 1 more battle, but you have done all the killing blows. And again, we can't go into battle until he's healed up. He's too dangerous and too fragile at the moment. And I do want to take him into battle. And we'll just quickly do a pushback now. We haven't got enough viscera, so we'd have to kill some rats for that. In that case, I think this is a great place to call this episode. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you again in that next episode.